you are looking online and you are finding some amazing deals in a city or town called Florence, Arizona. There's a little bit of confusion, so let's see if we can clear that up for you and get you the information you are looking for. Let's drive down this super charming, very old, quaint little town called Florence. This is the main drag. And as you can see, it's very simple, it's very quiet. And as we go down to the downtown district area, you're going to see these cute little charming Western town vibe feel. Even as we drive up to the city hall, it just puts you back 150 years. That's not where the homes are being built. And I think that's what is confusing everyone. When they think about Florence, they're thinking you're actually living in the city of Florence. But let me explain this again a little bit more. What you're really looking in is Santan Valley. If you're familiar with Santan Valley, which you probably are if you're looking in Florence, Santan Valley is just an offshoot of Queen Creek. And here's what it basically boils down to is as housing gets more and more expensive and the demand and literally thousands of people that are moving to the greater Phoenix area every single month, still housing just keeps going out further and further and further. Lord knows we have enough land to continue to build. I don't know why they keep going out, but nonetheless, they have. And so as Queen Creek has become built up and actually very expensive, it's one of the highest income medians in the entire greater Phoenix area, surprising, right? Then we had the Santan Valley. Now, Santan Valley is in Pinal County, which is just south again of Queen Creek. And just south of Santan Valley is a town called Florence. But we're still talking about housing up in Santan Valley area. So if you buy new construction homes in Florence, you're most likely, actually 99.999% sure, you will be driving into Santan Valley for anything and everything you need because there is nothing in Florence. Again, Florence comes alive once a year, and it's usually in the April timeframe, and it's called Country Thunder. And it is literally, it almost is kind of like Sturgis in a way, meaning Sturgis, there's nothing going on in Sturgis, North Dakota, except for 2 weeks out of the year. Well, let me tell you, nothing's going on in Florence for the most part, except for there is a state prison. Yes, I really did say there is I think it's a private prison now, but it's Florence. So what we're talking is the very, very outskirts of Florence. And so you're really, again, utilizing the services of Santan Valley. Now, Santan Valley, if you've watched any of my other videos, I have very much given a thumbs up if you live, work, and play in the Santan Valley area. And the reason I'm saying that is because the main thing massive population needs is roads to move people, to get them to where they need to be. And for the most part, Santan Valley does not have that and most likely will not. There are two main roads in Santan Valley, and that's going to be Hunt Highway and Gansel Road. So they kind of run-ish parallel, as you can see on this map here. These are going to be the main roads going in and out. You can, from Gansel, you can hop on over to 24, which is a new state route offshoot off of the 202. Now, the reason the state built this is because LG Energy is building a ginormous, high-paying job campus right at Ironwood and State Route 24. So if you are someone that is going to be working in this area or one of the large companies that most likely will be moving there over the next 5 to 10 years, then I would say that Santan Valley and Florence are fantastic areas for you. If you are used to driving a 45-minute commute, it's better than nonstop freeway. It's better than the LA traffic. It's better than any large metropolitan area. So you're going to be moving and you're going to be driving through beautiful open fields. And so it is a little bit less stressful, but don't forget about the additional costs involved when you live further outside of the town, right? So you're going to have higher gas bills, or if you drive an EV, you're going to have higher electrical bills. So you'll have to kind of weigh that out. And here's what I'd like to point out. If you are looking in Florence or even Coolidge, yeah, I really said Coolidge. Like there's nothing in Coolidge. This is Coolidge. I'm telling you, there's nothing in Coolidge except for cheap housing. So if you continue to go further and further out and you're buying in the low $300,000 price point, even at today's interest rates, and let's say for 100,000 or 150,000 more, which will cost you somewhere around $600 to $1,000 more a month, I would highly recommend that you look at some of the newer construction in Apache Junction, just east of Eastmark in Mesa. Boy, am I going all over the place in this video, right? Here's the thing, guys. If you are looking for more affordable housing in the Southeast Valley and you're drawn to what the Southeast Valley has, which is great freeways, fantastic medical care, top-notch schools, all kinds of shopping, dining, entertainment within a 30 to 40-minute drive, there are better alternatives than Florence or Coolidge. If you are looking for a slower pace of life, if you only have to go into the office maybe once or twice a week, or better yet, only once or twice a month, you don't have children, you want a quieter community, this might be, I'm going to say might, be ideal for you. I'll tell you, Johnson Ranch, back 20 years ago when they started building out there, Johnson Ranch was way out in the middle of nowhere, and people were like, I'm not going that far. Well, now Johnson Ranch seems close in. So if you think with that mentality, then maybe it's not going to be that far for you in Florence or, like I said, Coolidge. Here's the thing. The greater Phoenix area is becoming Silicon Desert. And as we continue to see these large companies build these large campuses with high-paying jobs, that's the key. We're seeing the high-paying jobs on predominantly on the southeast part of the valley. As long as we continue to see that, there will be a demand for housing in this area. But unless you're going to keep your home for a good 5 to 10 years in the Florence or Coolidge area, you might want to reconsider a different area because you want to know that you're going to see appreciation in order to sell your property. And again, these homes are priced lower because they are way out. You're not going to see a tremendous amount of appreciation in these areas. These are for personal enjoyment, having a beautiful home over your head, low maintenance, and there's kind of a camaraderie in a new neighborhood when you get to know all your neighbors and you kind of grow up together. So there are those benefits. But again, if you can afford somewhere in the mid 400s to 500, I would highly recommend that you go further north. All right, guys, if you would like to have a one-on-one conversation, I know I would. You just need to pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, or weekends, we got your back, and we will talk through your personal needs and wants, whether you're planning out a year or 2 years in advance, investor, primary residence. Give us a call. We want to have a candid conversation with you so that you can make the better decision for your purchase in Arizona. Thanks so much, and we hope to hear from you soon. Bye.